Oh, that's a good way to start a video. Hello, I'm sweaty. I was just working out in my room with the limited space that I have. Don't have much time in the week to work out, well, at least Monday through Thursday, so today's Friday, January 7th, by the way. I'm not in a right headspace, I guess, to do this yet. We're already a weekend, but I don't consider the first week of January a real week. It's just kind of a way to update how things are and what I'm doing, what's on my plate today, and all that jazz. What have I done the first week so far? If you guys have been following me on live streams and stuff, you know, I've been, planning all my goals and things. I have finished 2 books so far this year. They're way down there, though I can't get them, but I have finished reading Lore by Alexander Bracken, which, sorry, focus on my red face. I just did a hour-long kind of sweat session with the fitness marshal on their channel, because they have these playlists for the January challenge, and I'm just using them whenever. Red face. Anyway, I finished Lore by Alexander Bracken, and it was okay. I didn't connect entirely with it. I gave it 3.5 stars. It was alright. It was definitely different than what I thought it would be, involving, it's an urban fantasy with gods being made mortal, and then there's a big hunt, but one of the characters, the main character, has been out of that hunt for a long time and now gets kind of pulled back in because a god shows up wounded, and she ends up binding her fate with the god to protect her and all that jazz. And yeah, and then I also finished Not Like the Movies by Carrie Winfrey, which I was supposed to read in December but I didn't get to, but I really enjoyed it. I really relate with Chloe and all the stress in her life. The only thing I don't relate with her is her ability to just sleep with people, but I did enjoy the rom-comness of the book, Not Like the Movies. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch my battery though, because the battery is dying. I don't know why I feel the need to announce to you guys every time the battery is dying. It'll just look like a cut, which I do all the time anyway. Anyway, so today we have a lot of shipping to do because I've been selling a lot of my old clothes. They don't fit me anymore, and I've run out of shipping bags, so I gotta get bags for all these guys. I have some packaged up here, so we're going to do that. And we're also looking at 2 apartments today. And see if they will work for me. And then we have a bunch of things. I have goals written down for the weekend, but I can cross out fitness martial class because I'll do that one on Fridays. And then tomorrow we have actual class at the rec center, so we will see how that goes. It's like a kind of a test class to see if I like it or not, and if not, we'll just continue working out on my own, even though I would like to work out or with other people, get that competitive spirit going. Even though like doing the fitness martial ones, I felt so like uncoordinated, and I'm like, I used to dance, what happened? So that's kind of the plan for the day, and then we'll do some stuff later. Haven't decided yet, but we've definitely got a lot of things to do this weekend. Let's go. Here are the first apartments that I'm looking at. Ooh. It was very difficult to find how to get in here. So I'm done looking at the apartment. It was super fast. Literally, I was there for like 10 minutes. It's okay. It's kind of a weird thing where it's like you're renting a bedroom and bathroom basically, and then you have roommates that they like assign to you, which is an interesting concept. So I'd still be living with like 2 roommates, which is not ideal for me because I really do want to live by myself. But given that the rooms are a decent size, they're like maybe a little bit bigger than what I'm living in right now, but it also has this like separate big closet in the area, or in the same room, and then a further bathroom that's private bathroom. I definitely appreciate that, and it has a nice tub, which is appreciated because I don't ever get to have a nice tub. And bird is allowed with no fee. The downside there is that the rent that I saw would only be going through until July, where then it would get raised again because they're doing developments and things. But I'm like, I don't know how well I can afford that. And move-in would be February, which is fine timeline for me to get funding and stuff together. So it's potential. I probably will like maybe apply for it. I don't know. We'll see. But we do have another one to see today. But for now, we gotta go rescue some puppies. What are you doing? What you got for me? Oh, no. Okay, bye. How are you doing, my baby? Hi. Are you happy? Ow. I love you. Hello. What do you need? Oh. What's Lucy doing? Lucy? Where you at? Hi. I love you very much. Lucy. There she is. We're here to say hi to the puppy. We're babies. Come here. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Come here. Up. There. There's a whoosh. Yeah. What are you thinking? You want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? Should you go potty? Should you go outside and go potty? Let's go. Hello. We're still at the parents' house. I did just take the puppies on a walk. And now it's TV time. You want to say anything to anybody? You guys gonna be okay if I leave? No? What about you? What do you think? Are you tired now? Am I not holding the right angle? Excuse me. Do you need something? Diabetes? Thank you. You guys be okay if I go? Because I gotta go to my next apartment tour and see if you are allowed in that apartment, you know? So, I've also been shopping for a new camera. Don't tell this camera. Two picked out. I want to see them and, you know, manhandle them. I'll probably go to a Best Buy and see what they look like. A little pricey, but that's why we save money for them. What's up? Yes? You remember that? I'll leave you with a treat, I promise. I'll leave you with something. My baby. You feel better? Yeah? Oh my goodness. Now I can't go. I'm being harassed. You're harassing me, ma'am? Ma'am? That's my dog. Okay, I'm gonna go look at this new apartment. And we'll see. Okay? Alright. I am home now from that last one. I didn't film at the last one just because everything happened really quickly and I didn't have time to whip up my camera. Probably not gonna go with them though, because those rooms are so tiny and they come furnished and they won't let you get rid of the furniture. And I'm like, but maybe I don't want this gigantic fucking bed you have in this tiny ass room. It's mostly like student housing there. It has a great view of downtown Denver. It's real close down there, which is also actually more of a negative for me because I don't like being in downtown Denver. And then like, I wouldn't have my own parking space until August. So, what? No, not feeling it really on that one. The first one is still a maybe. It has some pros, it has some cons, but it's a little bit more doable for what I'm looking for, but we still have more places in the future to tour. You dye in my hair. Dying. Not the bright red. And we're watching Pride and Prejudice. As we do. Hi, Papa. Good morning. Stretch it out. Stretch. Yeah, you're a good girl. Want to say hi? He's a baby. Okay. Hello, everyone. Here's the dyed hair, by the way. I've been home. I packed her cosign and realized that I don't have enough copies of book 1. We're listening to some royalty-free music right now, in theory. Hope it is. We are also streaming right now while we're doing tasks. That probably sounded like a fart. That's my elbow. FYI. I'm just working on more journal tracking stuff. I've become a boujoer, I guess, but not to the extent. But a lot of tracking. Anyway, that's your interlude for today. Hello, we are at fitness center to try the class, but I'm like the first one here because I got here really early because they made it sound like the class was gonna fill up like crazy. So, but I have a whole room to myself right now. Do I just dance around? Do I? I don't know. Work on my Star Kid choreography. Is that what I should do right now? Do my working boys. Should I do that? Yeah. No, I brought a book. So, I'm gonna read and wait for this class. Woo! Okay, so Sammy and I right now are shopping at Old Navy. I have never shopped at Old Navy, and I am currently in an extra large. I don't remember, I think maybe middle school is the last time I fit an extra large. And it's fucking cute, and it's got puff sleeves like Anne Shirley. So I meant to film with you the other day when you were over at my house.
Oh, that's right.
And then we didn't, because we were hanging. Hey, you're on the vlog. This is the monthly vlog. We bought clothing that, I already showed you guys the dress. I showed them.
Oh, did you?
In the dressing room.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, she figured out that oh god, here. I'm an XL.
Yeah.
What? Crazy. No, I still don't believe it entirely. I'm like, that's just, Old Navy just has skewed sizing. Their XL is really a 4X or something.
Not even. I've been telling her. Just gotta go for it. Leave it.
But
found some cute stuff, guys. Cute stuff.
Cute. I am disappointed with Torrid though. I am disappointed with the lack of selection. They didn't have like any dresses. And I went there specifically looking for a cute dress to wear for cosign. An Old Navy pull through.
We did find a really cute one though for her from Old Navy though.
Yeah.
I am happy about that.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree. There was nothing new. Even at Old Navy though, it was like trash.
What is this? Yeah.
It was trash. We randomly found one.
So many people here. I'm like, I feel so uncomfortable. But I had to eat something because I was gonna pass out. But now I've eaten my like what, 5 bites and now I'm done.
Your protein.
Can't. They give you this whole thing and I'm like, no. Little one. You mean little one?
I know. You should have had like a bowl option.
Yeah.
More for later?
But I made curry. Damn it. Anybody want this? Anybody want some free teriyaki chicken?
Anyone want some pandemic chicken?
Yay! Here's a quick little check-in. I don't remember when I last filmed, but it's currently January 12th, and I have finished Strange Gods today. I read a lot of it at work because we didn't have much to do, and I really enjoyed it. So this is a really good indie book that I think needs more hype and love. There needs to be a sequel right now because intensity, but I did that. My finger's still messed up, so that's fun. And I just streamed for a bit, but I wanted to tell you that, yay, I finished Strange Gods. So that's 4 books done this year so far. So it's about 3 books that are 3 days a book. 1 book every 3 days is what I'm doing right now. But I super enjoyed it, and we're gonna try to set up, you know, the day to have everybody talk about the book and all the things that they liked about it or things they didn't like about it or whatever, you know. Should be a fun time. We have 1 more day of work and then it's cosign time, baby. So probably in this vlog there'll only be a little minuscule amount of cosign because cosign will probably get its own video. Yeah. Hello everyone. It is currently January 17th, it's MLK Day, and apparently I didn't have to go to work today, so I was driving all the way there, and then they called me, and they're like, you don't have to come in, after last week, when they were like, no, you guys don't have it off, the big wigs have it off, and we're like, okay, we'll come in. Rude, right? Been trying to get productive, despite, I wish I could have slept in. But I'm awake, so let's do it. I have done quite a few things. I've been selling more stuff on Facebook. I pulled some books to sell. I pulled some clothes to sell. I've already sold some clothes, which is nice. I was streaming with Kat a bit earlier, and now I was doing some budgeting again. I also just figured out, like, was researching conventions coming up. So I've applied to a couple conventions. Some of them don't have any info up yet though because, you know, it's still January. Some new ones, you know, some old ones, we'll see. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 further planned for the year so far. We'll see if we have more that come up. I wrote a list of like 20 things, not 20, it was 15, and I've completed 4 of them so far. So I'm just chilling watching some Pride and Prejudice, putting that on. But we need to do more stuff. I just want an update. Free day off to get more stressed out. Oh, I fixed him. Conrad is, I don't think I told you guys, Conrad got broken. I don't know how exactly his tail came off, But we discovered this at the convention, and so he spent the night with super glue. Now I need to file that stuff down and repaint him a little bit, but Conrad is on the mend. Also, Chris has discovered Conrad is very nice to scratch up against. That's what Chris has decided. Woo, vlog. Successful stream. I'm struggling to do the writing. I'm struggling to find time to do the writing. Like, I have the idea in my brain, but oh wait, I actually need that. God dang it. But I'm struggling to roll for it, because I keep trying to roll to do different tasks, but for some reason I just keep, you know, finding the other tasks to do. Like today I had all these tasks and I did a bunch, but they were all like small little things that I did instead of the bigger things that I need to make progress on. And I think that is a problem for me. So I need to kind of reevaluate how I'm achieving goals this year in general. But granted, it's only January 17th and I'm already so stressed out. Not stressed, but like thinking really, really hard about it all, and trying to get things done really, really fast, that I don't let myself realize that I have an entire year to do a lot of these things. But especially because I was doing so much budgeting today, just puts you in a bad mindset. I am a little worried about the TBR, because even though I only did 5 books, one of the books is not ready yet for an audiobook. The other one is, but I'm reading another one in front of it, which is a long one, and so I'm like trying to find tasks to do so I can listen to it. And then like this book is gonna be difficult to get through. I'm 54 pages in, and it's gonna need some dedicated brain power to get through, because it's complicated. That's how I'm feeling mid-January. Let's see how the rest of the month goes. Hello. It is a day. I don't know what day it is anymore. It's the 19th of January. I am trying to get through this book, and something just happened in it that I'm very upset about. And like, this is what not to do, okay? So in this book we have multiple POVs happening, and a lot of them blend between chapters. The chapter titles tell you who you're going to be reading, right? It is currently chapter 31, page 240. And we get the very first time that the character of Maya, who is the wife of Kieran, finally gets her own POV. Maya's whole character is nothing but to serve Kieran's storyline. She is not a well-crafted character. She has really nothing to her. And so she gets this one POV. This POV is 2.25 pages long before we switch to Kieran, and she is immediately murdered. That, my friends, is what we do not do. I've been struggling with this book so much because it's been boring, for one, and the two main characters on the front of this book have yet to speak a word to each other. And I'm 240 pages in, and they have yet to do this. So, number one, this synopsis is false, because it's like 2 young men are thrown together by fate in a desperate struggle for their lives, and it's like they don't meet at all, really. And so much of this book could have been cut out, and there's so much of this that's just telling us, and this is a stylistic choice that I am not a fan of, but a lot of the times the characters, you're reading their thoughts, it's an italicized thought, and it's just telling you things. It's not letting the reader think anything. All the characters conveniently figure out everything all the time, and like, they just made a plot to kidnap the prince, and it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And why anyone would believe this person of what he's suggesting makes absolutely no sense. But for this to just happen, to finally give of all the book, there's 3 female characters so far really in this book, and one of them is basically a vampiric sex symbol. Then you have Maya, who was just to be the wife, and then you have kind of this nurse magic lady who's barely there. It's really grating on me to have this happen right now. It's her entire purpose, her entire existence was just to show you that this man is straight, and he's married young, and now he's a father, and now she's dead. Not through childbirth though, no, she gets murdered right in front of him, and the baby almost gets dropped out a window, but he catches it, and I'm just like, I don't DNF, but I really wish I did right now, because this book is angering me, and I'm mad. I'm mad that I spent money on this book. I'm mad that I'm reading it and spending so much time reading it, and I'm nervous that the next time that I meet this author, I won't be able to contain myself for the pain that I'm in reading this book. But I was thinking I would give this book 3 stars, and now that's getting lower and lower the further I get along. So I'm annoyed as hell. Don't do this to your characters. Don't fridge your characters, people. Give them any of these characters, they're all so surface level. And it's almost like this book is kind of insulting my own intelligence with how much telling it's doing all of the time. And it's just poorly organized, and I feel bad when I have to bash an indie book, but I can't endorse this book. I can't do it. Anyway, I'm going to speed read through the rest of this. Hi, it's exactly like 5 minutes later, and he did it again. He did it again. He gave us a first-time POV of another female character and kills her. What the fuck? What? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? What is with this guy? I can't. Oh my god. I keep thinking, oh, it can't get any worse, and then he does it again. The hell? Our 2 main characters, who are Kira and Terrell, finally meet on page 297. That's the first time they actually, are face-to-face and talking to one another. I'm so disappointed with this book. And also, there's a little bit of queer baitiness in this. I don't know, probably unintentional, but the way that Terrell, especially Terrell, looks at the other men in this book and thinks of them and sometimes talks to them, I'm like, sir, this man is not straight. A lot of this vlog is me ranting about this book, but I'm very upset about this book. And because even if my expectations for the queerness was dashed very early on, I'm just getting more and more disappointed with the writing, the fridging, the lack of organization, the poor storytelling. I feel like I don't have much I can say that's good about it, in my opinion. Maybe this works for some other people, but it's not working for me at all. Ma'am, can I help you? Hello. How are you today? Yes? What? Did you have something to say? What? Do you have a grievance? What is the grievance, ma'am? Is the bed not made to your satisfaction? Hello everybody, how you doing? I intended to actually bring you along on with me because it's currently almost 12:30 as I drop stuff. Thank you. I was heading to bring you along in my morning because this is my disgusting look now. I went to the gym this morning because I hadn't been in a bit because cosine. And yeah, so I just went to the gym, worked out, and I was going to show working out to prove you guys. And then I did some groceries. And we are home. We are prepping for our writing stream, which is in like an hour and a half. So aside from the fuzzy video that's happening right now, I'm going to make my bed because the cat's upset. Today is a full writing day. It is the writer's push, or endure for the words is what I think I'm calling it. So that's a stream that we're starting every Friday. And yes, so things are happening. I need to de-gymify myself. Well, successfully today I have finished the short story draft 1. I am now going to just chill and edit the short. I guess that's not chilling, but I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit on my laptop down here like this because I'm tired of looking up. This arm thing I got was a mistake. It's too high. I mean, I could lower it technically, but the computer tower is in the way. So it's just too high. And my eyes don't want to look up anymore. Is that a thing? Is that a thing for people? But anyway, so I'm currently watching Novelist Crim. Because I was watching Sarah's stream and then Sarah rated them and I learned to them and now I'm following them. They're pretty chill. Hooray! And then go to bed because I'm tired. I'm just exhausted. I don't know why. I mean, I did work out today and shopped and then used a lot of brain power to brain out the rest of the short story. It's hard to end a short story, you know? So now we're gonna snip and finish it. And then we're gonna send it to some people and have them read it and tell me what they think. Booyah. Hello, I forgot my other camera today, so I've not really been filming anything for the vlog, but we are in my old room where we've been remodeling it for my dad to make him his fun Grampus grotto. So it's like half off. Well, I don't know if he's actually gonna do office stuff in here anymore, but it's mostly for grandkid area. We redid all the walls with real stone. It's been painted, I put up lights. Like, it's been a journey. I have not been really documenting it. I did the new floors. We took a long break from it, but now we have molding. I almost bought this molding when I was doing my mom's room, but it's this one. So we're going to be staining these and cutting these. And that's probably all we'll be able to do. And there's a bye-bye. Are you come to help me? Did you come here to help me today? Are you gonna cut the wood for me? Yeah? Are you being a goofish? Where's your sister? Where's Lucy? She wanna come? Okay. It's your baby. Yeah. Anyway. See, the problem with this room and my dad is that we have very different styles of remodeling. Not like aesthetically, because aesthetically this mostly looks great. He just like moves things in here before other things are ready. And I have like a specific order. So like if it were me personally just doing this room alone, the molding would have been up months and months and months ago before any of this came in this room. And so now my brain is just like abort. Hate this. So trying to work in this space where all this junk is in here, that's my dad's thing, where he just brings in stuff. Also, you guys remember this? I made this for my dad out of an old Owl Crate box. No, wait, was this a Red Wing? This might have been a Red Wing box. A little Star Trek shelf for him. I want to move everything out. I don't want to do this. Because the room is almost done. It just needs the molding and then the door be put back in. And then he can move all this crap in. Because he's got, like this, I want to paint. This does not go and he's set on it. It doesn't go with this. These red ass drawers do not go with the mint green walls. And then he's already got all this fun Star Trek memorabilia. We have some real grenades in here. They're empty, don't worry. Where are they? My dad put in fossils in the wall. But yeah, Pai, he moved too much stuff in here and I can't work like this. How are we supposed to do any of it? What do you think? What do you think we should do? Cap, cap, cap. Okay. I made Twitch affiliate. I did it. That's one of the 22 goals of 2022. And we reached it on the 23rd. Technically. Well, I mean, I guess I technically reached it last night on the 22nd because that's what I streamed. But it just didn't process its, you know, stuff there. But yay! Now I have to figure out how to actually do that. We were about to go to my exercise class though, hence the look here. And I'm just preparing because my mom got me a little gym bag. Oh my god, I'm so official now. Am I a gym girl? Once again, the first one here. I get to places early, okay? What can I say? But we're just going to stretch it out and wait for people to get here. Hello! I'm all red-faced now. We are back in my car after that. I don't know how I really feel about this course. The instructor's kind of always late and that kind of pisses me off, so then we end up running late, which my time anxiety does not like at all. And I just kind of feel like an idiot in that class the whole time because for some reason, even though I used to like be a dancer, my body, I haven't danced I guess in a long time, and my body is all disconnected. And I would really like if this class like broke down some of the moves that you're doing, especially like the transitions between those moves, because the way the instructor moves naturally is not how I do. I think I'll be probably finishing this course out for the January and then trying something new for February. Well, I mean, that's the goal, is to try new things every month. But yeah, I don't think this is a class I'm going to be like sticking with for longer than the allotted time of January. So I just feel so awkward in that class, and I don't feel like I'm getting the workout I want, you know, like I'm definitely obviously working out. Don't feel it in the way that I want my body to be feeling, like where I want that burn, you know, to feel, and I'm just feeling awkward as hell. So yeah. We're gonna make a quick stop to grab some more Gatorade stuff because I'm out, and then we're gonna go home. And I guess I was supposed to go on a date, but he is MIA, so no surprise there. This is just what happens to me. It's fine, whatever. I have other things to do anyway. Hello. I've not been filming much this, but been busy. Tomorrow we go look at another apartment. Today I went to work, got frustrated with work because communication sucks there, and they made us go home on Tuesday because of snow. Like, we were there for 3 hours and they're like, everybody go home. Then we come in today and we're doing all our stuff, and then halfway through the day they're like, by the way, everyone has to come in on Friday to make up the time for Tuesday. And I'm like, excuse me? We don't work on Fridays. And I've already got my second job, which I started my second job today. Hooray. They're like, well, you have to do it because we have to make up the time. And if you don't, then it affects your perfect attendance because we have a bonus for that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I would have stayed on Tuesday, but you literally forced us out. So I'm really mad about that. And then they come back and like, okay, only 2 of you. But I'm like, I don't trust this anymore. Definitely putting a hinder though in all of my goals for this month. Granted, I did finish the short story, but reading goal and writing goal are getting to things because I'm just spending so much time and dedicated so much time to trying to raise money to move out of this place and move into this new place and be able to afford it. So a lot of my goals that I set for myself this year are probably not gonna happen, and it kind of stresses me out a lot. It makes me mad for setting unachievable goals again. Oh well. I don't know how well I've actually been keeping up with reviewing books during this, but I just finished Odd and True like literally a second ago, and it's okay. I'm saying a solid 3 because it kept kind of flip-flopping of what it wanted to be, and I'm kind of mad about a few things in it. Not mad, but like I'm disappointed, which is worse, obviously. I'm just kind of about it. Could have been longer, I think. It was kind of a very slow build-up, and then everything kind of happened. Like revealing of secrets and things all happened at once, and didn't give me enough time to kind of relish in those revelations. Kind of feel like there should be a sequel to this. Should be one, but it's not a bad book. It's a fun one. It's historical fiction with a little sprinkling of paranormal. It's a lot less paranormal than what I thought. Like, it was marketed to me as supernatural but with women, and I disagree now after reading it. I think as a baseline, when you just look at the book, yeah, that's what it looks like, but it's a little different than that. It's more about sisterly bonds and coming to terms with one's own truths. That's really what the book is about, which that's not bad. It's just not what I expected in it. I don't know if I've reviewed any other books this month. I have no memory of the past 26 days. I still have 3 more books to get through for my TBR, which is sad considering I only did a TBR of 5, but one of them I'm almost done with, because I've got like 2 hours left to listen to it. And then I have We Hunt the Flame, which I've been waiting and waiting for the audiobook to drop in my Libby app, and it just hasn't. So I'm likely, now that I finish this, going to start that as my physical read. And then I have my classic read that I need to do, which I will listen to next after finishing Gentleman's Guide. Nobleman's Guide, not Gentleman's Guide. I've already read Gentleman's Guide. What else have I read? Hold on, let's do a quick look at the Libby app. Oh, I read Dune. Did I talk about Dune? I don't know if I talked about Dune. But Dune, I just finished Dune, and I finished There Will Come a Darkness. I don't know if I talked about them at all. They were okay. Neither of them were spectacular, I'll say that. So this is, in case I haven't talked about them, There Will Come a Darkness is okay. Kind of wish for more, but hopefully the sequel will have more. And Dune, I think, should have ended about 2/3 of the way in. I think that would have been a much better point to end the book rather than where it does end. Oh, and Sky Hunter. Did I talk about Sky Hunter? I read Sky Hunter by Marie Lu and I really liked it, but that's because I really like pretty much anything by Marie Lu. But maybe I did talk about them. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. All I know is I need to go to bed because I work tomorrow. Good night. Hello. So I'm at my parents' house again after I did a couple orders on my second job, but nothing else is coming through. I was in the area, so we're with the puppies. We're with the puppies. Are you happy? Okay. We've been here a bit. They're already tired of me. But I did finish reading Gentleman's Guide. Or I keep calling it Gentleman's Guide. It's Nobleman's Guide to Scandal and Shipwrecks by Mackenzie Lee. I finished that while working on stuff, and I'm pretty happy with it as a conclusion. I have some things about it that I would have liked to see more, but I thought it was a really good representation of like someone with a really severe anxiety disorder. And like you felt a little bit seen in the way that Adrian reacts to things when you have a bit more of that, you know, that relatability. And so I really like that. I was kind of unhappy with the where some of our beloved characters of Monty and Felicity not end up, but like how they reappeared in the world that was built from the previous 2 books of Gentleman's Guide and Lady's Guide. And it made me a little bit upset because it kind of took away from the growth that they did in those books. But I guess it's realistic. Not everyone just changes over one thing. I really liked it. It's a good fun read definitely a good fun read. I do wish it was a bit more gay, because Adrian is not gay. But we still have LGBT characters. Adrian's straight. And the thing about it is, it's not that, oh no, he's straight. It's, he's already engaged and ends up kind of leaving his fiancée behind to go on this grand journey. And so it's more about the family, but since the other two books had a bit of the focus be more on their relationship and their sexuality and stuff, I didn't really like that Adrian didn't get like the same treatment, and that Lou was kind of left behind. Like, they're still, you know, this happy couple, so there's no real like relationship drama for them. But I would have liked to have had Lou go along on the trip, because Adrian goes through a lot of stuff, especially revolving around his mental illness, that I think she didn't understand before. And I'm like, she's not really gonna quite grasp it now after he's come back from this journey. So I kind of wish they'd played a bit more there, but whatever. It's more about the family, I guess. But I seem to be reading a lot of books with a lot of family stuff when I'm not wanting to read a lot of family stuff right now due to real life scenarios. We are here. I am gonna have to start We Hunt the Flame as a physical read, because the audiobook is not dropping, but I did start A Tale of Two Cities for my classic read, even though I technically already read Dune, which is also a classic kind of, but it's quite a few hundred-year difference between the two. But yeah, so we're here chilling out. There's oh my god, I did it again. Nobleman's Guide review. There's that. All right, I got here early because that's who I am as a person. I got here a half an hour early, and we're gonna tour the place in a little bit, but I'm gonna prep myself. I don't know why I feel like so anxious all the time when looking for apartments. Like am I the one? I feel like I'm in a job interview. Please let me live here, please. Like, I don't know. I'm nervous. It looks cute. It's a renovated motel that we're looking at. It's in an okay part of town. Not the greatest, but it's okay. Could be better. I live in a really nice part of town. You gotta pay like $1,500 to $2,000 in rent a month, and that's why Colorado sucks now. Also, the crack in my window has gotten bigger, so that's fun. Well, I'm home now and thoroughly discouraged because it's so tiny. It's probably the size of this room, and there's no closet. And there's a $200 pet fee and no dogs allowed at all. So, unlikely that we'll be moving there. I'm just so frustrated. It's so frustrated. Like, I can't live in this place anymore, and I can't find a place to live. I am defeated at this point. I don't know what to do. Everybody's like, oh, move here, move here. It's like, I need a job there. I can't find anything that I'm qualified to do. It's really, really frustrating being me in this world. We're in one of my childhood libraries right now because I was working at my second job, which is kind of like self-employed stuff, and I had no orders, so I'm like, I'll stop at the library and work on my book. So I've written a little over 500 words, and now we go back out. But I just wanted to kind of show you this is the library. It's very simple, but like, I walk in and it just smells like, you know, that it's that sensory memory of when I was a kid and I would come here and like rent the Anne of Green Gables VHS tapes. My mom would always bring me here to, I mean, yeah, books too, but it was always this library in particular, because there's another library she took me to as a kid, but this is the library I would go get the VHS tapes of the Sullivan production of Anne of Green Gables. So we're in the feminism section right now. Not that I'm gonna be able to get anything because the TBR be long. Swimming day. Swimming day.
Oh, swimming day.
Puppies. I'm sorry you can't go swimming with us. Not that you would like getting into water very much. It's kind of like taking a bath. And we don't like those things. You see?
I like swimming gas.
Do we need something?
Do that too.
Is it time for treats?
Yes.
Should we get treats?
We should.
Okay. Yes?
I have jewelry stuff in.
Yeah? You want to give kiss? Thank you. Alright, what do good dogs do? Oh, she's so good. She already right there. Yes, there you go. You sitting? Ma'am? There you go. Hello, little snaky. What are you getting up to? Hello, friend. He's good friend. You're so cute. Oh, and you knew it. Yes, give me all the mangles. All the mangles. Well, we're nearing the end of this. And I have to come to terms with the fact that I will likely either not reach my writing goal or my reading goal or both. I don't like that. Especially I did such a small TBR, but partially not my fault because We Hunt the Flame has yet to drop in my Libby app. Like, I have it, it says available soon. Don't think I will be able to finish it unless I focus attention doing that. And same with writing. I still have about 11,000 words to write. So, I either focus on maybe having a 10K day tomorrow and then finishing up the rest on Monday, or I focus my attention on finishing We Hunt the Flame and try to read it in a day or two. I don't like not completed goals. I already had to give up on recording the audiobook this month for Phoenix again. I need to set proper dates to, like, this is audiobook day, which is what I'm planning to do now that we've kind of gone through the muck of the first month of 2022, which is kind of crazy to think about already, but whatever. Time passes and that's what we deal with. I've got a bit of a flow, not a flow, but I've been working out the kinks of goal accomplishments. But we'll see what happens on Monday, the final day of January. I don't like that I didn't complete that goal. I completed other things. But these are regular goals, and so if I'm already failing at them, it sets the tone for the rest of the year. And I don't like this tone. Hello, it is January 30th. We are at my parents' house right now because I was called to help unload a truck full of heavy things. And I'm waiting for more heavy things. But we have another apartment showing. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying enough attention. Excuse me. And someone else is demanding attention now. Ma'am. What is that? What? What? No. That's not how we communicate in this house. It's not. Ma'am. Excuse you. No. I am not going to do that. No, it's not time for that. It is not time. No, I don't want to. You haven't even eaten it. That game is for after eating. Okay, so now you're gonna eat something. Anyway, so we have an apartment showing in an hour, so it depends on if my dad gets back here in time to unload the rest of the stuff that he's bringing to unload. I didn't go to the gym this morning because of this, and I'm obviously not going to the class anymore. I decided against that class. But we've got laundry to do today. We've got lots of writing to do today. And I've decided to forego, to take the punishment on the reading and focus my efforts on writing. I don't know how much I'll do considering how much running around I'm doing today. And I work tomorrow. What you need? There's your girl. Right there. Yeah. What do you look like you're staring into the void? You okay? Yeah? Yeah, okay. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Well, I will be in like a half hour. It's been, I don't know what it is about Sundays, but Sundays are a wreck on my brain. Like I wake up with all the regrets in my entire life. And it makes for an unpleasant experience. Especially with all the other like personal stuff I have going on right now. That's not helping. Okay, are you stressed? No? What do you... She's a really awkward vlogger, guys. I'm sorry. She's not used to it. And tomorrow will also be a weigh-in day and a measure-in day, which I haven't done in weeks, but I definitely have plateaued in that sense on the bariatric stuff. But there will be an update tomorrow about it, but we're gonna go see this apartment. So, and it's a self-guided tour, so I can have the camera out. Hey! I am beyond confused right now. I'm at a location. I cannot find the door. And like, I walked all the way around. And it's like, 803 is in the basement. And I look down there and I'm like, that is a murder basement. The hell is this? So if I'm dead, you know, this is the last place I was seen. My God. Okay, we're venturing into the scary basement. Okay, so creepy ass basement aside, we're now in the apartment. There's a little kitchen area here. It's a basement apartment, which is only slightly terrifying. Okay. I mean, it's not in the best shape. We got body parts in here, okay. But I could fit my stuff in here. There is again. Sorry, there's a closet here, I think. Yeah, so here's a closet. And bathroom. There it is. There's some stuff stored in here. Okay. Creeped out a bit by this though. Hello, it is the last day of January. Hey, I just came home from work, put on the makeups, and I filmed the TBR video for February. I officially have a TBR. Which, if you're watching this video, it was last week's video. I had to scramble to do it. I barely finished reading a book by the skin of my teeth. I finished Evershore, which I can talk about a little bit. I loved Evershore so very much. It is the third book in the Skyward novellas by Brandon Sanderson and Jancy Patterson. And it's Jorgen's story, which I love Jorgen so much. Oh, my little stress ball. He's adorable. I really like the integration for the Kitson in this one because like the last one we did more of the Airedale for Alanique's story in Read On, and I just like that we continuously are expanding this universe, and it's done really well. It's done pretty believably, except for a part of it. There's a small part involving moving a planet that I'm like, So I appreciate the thought about tidal waves, but you forgot about the sun. There is like some kind of sci-fi elements to it that are kind of helping, and there are consequences to it which are still believable, but that's why it's fiction. You know, it doesn't have to be exactly what would happen should, you know, you move an entire planet to one place to the other. It's fine. I really, really enjoy it. I love Jorgen's kind of voice and narrative. I love that he's got a lot going on, so he's very complex, and he's understanding of the other characters around him while still needing to kind of be who he is. And it's just a really nice way to enhance this entire story of the Skyward story by letting us see into the other characters more, because the rest of Skyward is all Spensa, so you don't get to really see the inner workings of the minds of the characters like FM, Alanik, and Jorgen, who are all three of the POVs in each of the novellas. And you don't have to read the novellas to understand the rest of Skyward, but I highly recommend doing it because it's like some happy little sprinkles on an already delicious cake. I really, really like it. So I read 11 books this month. I did give myself a punishment, so I have to get spoiled on one of the books for February's TBR, which I'm not a fan of, but I'm gonna let Fee spoil me because I know she's probably read at least 2 of the books on that TBR. So yeah, we'll do that. I have such a headache. I have had a headache like all day at work, which work was stressful, but yeah. And now I'm going to try to write for maybe an hour and a half before bed because I'm not completing that goal either. I have 8,000 words to do. Somewhere is a thing. Oh, also bariatric update. That's what I was going to be doing really, really quickly. I did update on Facebook a little bit, but today was the first day that I took all my measurements and stuff again. And I wanted to show kind of the things that I'm going through with it. But I am down 72 pounds from the original weight pre-surgery, which I had my bariatric appointment today, my 3-month update appointment. And they said that most people don't lose that weight until 6 months. So I've done well there. I have plateaued a bit because I've kind of lost on the tracking side of things, and I got sick, and I am finding that I'm grazing a lot more rather than having the meals, and I need to be focusing on having my distinct meals rather than grazing, which is a problem because of my work schedule. I can't really just sit down and have a meal. I have lost some inches and stuff. I've lost 34 inches in total all around my body. I think my greatest is like, I think I've lost 8 inches in my waist has been the biggest one. I haven't really lost in my neck, which is kind of bothering me because it's where I'm one of my most like sensitive areas, especially this baby here. It's one of my most, what's the word? It's just an area that I'm most self-conscious about, is my neck and my arms and stuff. But I mean, in total, having lost 34 inches is kind of weird because I still don't quite, I have a bit of that body dysmorphia going on. I mean, I'm wearing my cute XL dress today, right? It's weird. It's like, I feel like the tag is lying to me. Like, it's not really an XL. It's really just disguised as an XL. You know, that's what's going on in here. And the weird things that have happened since my surgery has been like, I sit like cross-legged. I don't think you guys can see. I sit like this an awful lot with one leg over the other. When I used to sit, sorry for the mess, by the way. I just filmed, okay? Give me a break. When I used to sit cross-legged, it would be like fully open. But now I'm much more comfortable keeping that like tighter, which is weird, and like sitting cross-legged on my chair, which I did for the first time live on stream, and it was like this revelation moment. Other weird things is I don't have like plaque on my teeth as much, and that might just because like, you know, cutting out a lot of sugar in the diet, not drinking soda at all. I haven't had soda, you know, over 3 months, probably over 4 months at this point, and I just don't have that like feeling that I have plaque on my teeth, which is just a weird thing. I also don't like crack my neck and stuff as more like I can. There's one. But I often don't crack it as much as I need to or needed to in the past, which is weird because I love cracking my neck. and my back and everything. That's not to say there hasn't, like, there's been good things about it. There's been not great things about it. But obviously an improvement in my health. My PCOS is really under control now, which is really, that's kind of why I got this surgery, is because my PCOS was getting to a point where I was getting higher risk for a lot of other things that correlate with PCOS, like diabetes and ovarian cancer. And so that was kind of the driving point. I don't think I ever explained that to anybody before, but that was the driving conversation with my doctor and why we were trying to get me to lose weight, because there are correlations with my weight gain, with PCOS, and with a lot of things. Mental health wise, my mental health has not been the greatest this month. I've been a bit through the ringer again, but the surgery was not going to be a cure for that, because I don't really have the confidence of, let's say, a person who's been skinny their whole life and has never had to be a fat person. That's the mental health is still not great, but we're trying to do things. Otherwise, goal wise, I have completed one goal of 2022 so far, and that is become a Twitch affiliate. I'm a Twitch affiliate. I don't truly know what it means. I just know I've reached that status. So if you are on Twitch, you can go follow me there. I'm QWERTYQ on Twitch, not QWERTY. Someone else took that name, but I am QWERTYQ. I also achieved my mini goal of making my convention schedule. That is done. I did organize some of my finances a bit better. I wrote my short story, my sci-fi short story, so if you're on the Discord, you can actually read it and kind of beta alpha read it. I read The Strange Gods. I read my classic of the month and stuff. And I did continue with edits for Histocac. They're not done. I wanted to complete them, but I didn't complete them this month. And I did not record audiobook. And I'm planning for February, which we will talk about in the February vlog, a better plan of action for attacking certain goals. But otherwise, I made progress on stuff, but there's January. It's already over. Congratulations. You made it through the first month of 2022. And I unfortunately also did. So I'm going to scramble to try and write as much as I can. I'm not going to be able to write 8,000 words in an hour and a half, but I might be able to lessen it, so whatever I don't write is going to get tacked on to February's writing goal, and hopefully with the new plan of attack, I'll be able to achieve it and still get the quarter goal of 100,000, because that's the big one. Well, I need to clean up a little bit after the disaster of picking a TBR. I don't know if you guys know this, but doing a TBR video requires a lot of moving parts that, yeah, that end up exploding. It mostly ends up with me throwing things that were on the floor onto my bed, and now I have to find a place for them and also wash my face and go to bed and take some Tylenol, because damn, my head is throbbing. That's it. That's it. This has been a long vlog. Look forward to February's. Questions and comments down below or on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. Check me out on Ko-fi to support me as a content creator. I super appreciate it. I kind of hate constantly like begging, please support me, please send me money. But that's kind of the situation I live in nowadays. But hey, taxes. I can do my taxes and maybe get a decent refund. Who knows? And join the Discord, check me out on Twitch, I'm an affiliate now. Wow. And all the other social medias, everything's linked down below. And I will see you next time, cuties. Bye. So that I can finally live on my own. Oh.